Hi, I'm Rick with EcoSteps Coatings. Thanks for joining me again. Today we're going to talk about controlling or conditioning the wood before you apply a stain. A lot of species of woods, maple, alder, cherries, they tend to blotch. And what that means is on the wood itself you'll have areas, and it's not prevalent when the wood is still raw, but you'll have areas when you stain it a darker color, medium color, where it gets really dark. It's real porous there no matter how much sanding you do. And it just takes the stain very, very dark. Sometimes that's desirable. Knotty alder looks great, very rustic, very natural looking. It's a great look on that. Cleaner alder, clearer alder, maples, people don't want to see that. They want it to look like a nice, solid piece without those big blotched areas. We're going to show you how to control that and help control it. A lot of the conditioners out there on the market today, they have a window. You've got to apply it, wait a certain amount of time, then apply your stain, but you can't wait more than a certain amount of time. You've got that window you've got to work with. That's not realistic in the field a lot of times. And if you over apply it, apply a second coat, you've done more harm than good. One thing I will say about conditioners, and it's true of just about all of them, they tend to make the wood one shade lighter. So if you've got a real dark color and you condition it, the tone is the same, everything's the same, it's just one shade lighter than that. If you really need that extra dark, apply a second coat of our stain. It's a dye-based stain. It will go in, stack on top of each other, and get darker without putting a film build on there or kind of a glaze type look. So I'm going to show you what I'm talking about here. I'm going to put on the old hated gloves by any man over 40, and I'll show you. This here is EcoStain Stain Conditioner. It's a clear, kind of milky liquid. Very easy to apply. I don't care if you put it on with a spray gun, brush, whatever. You get to be sloppy with it. Just going to take it looks like a piece of perch or something like that. Just going to saturate this little sponge applicator here, and you'll kind of see it go on. It'll change color a little bit. That's it. You know, just cover everything. I don't care if it gets heavy in spots, what have you. Just cover everything with it. Let it soak in for a while. If you spray it on, usually you can just spray on a nice coat, walk away, let it go. It'll dry in on its own. This one here I was pretty sloppy with, so I'm going to, in the direction of the grain, always want to go direction of the grain, even in clear form, and just wipe off the excess. Quick wipe up, boom, let that one dry. Usually takes about 15 minutes or so to dry. You're done. That's it. Now you do apply your stain like normal. Pretend this was never on. Your blotching will be completely controlled. I did a board the other day on one of the takes, but the take didn't work out too well because one of my dogs came barging in and barked, so we had to throw that one out. And this was a piece of alder. What I did was I conditioned half of the board vertically. So one half got conditioner, one wasn't touched. Again, you look at this piece of wood, you can't really tell where the areas are going to blotch. I know the camera's a little far off, but you can't really tell. I mean, some guys have been doing this a long time. You get a pretty good idea of where it's going to be. You can tell in this kind of eye area here, it's probably going to blotch a little bit. Certain angles it shows. This board right here, it's not so evident to see right now from the camera view, but I think you can see this half was conditioned, this wasn't. I'm going to wipe on some of this conditioner just to make it look wet so you see the difference. It'll make it more prevalent with the camera. I could spray it clear on it or what have you, but this is here and readily available, so I'm going to do that. So let me just wet this sponge again. I'll do half the board here so you see it. Just kind of wetting it to show it up. It'll make it a little bit more prevalent for the sake of camera. Okay, wipe off the excess there a little bit. Now you can see it's much clearer now, right in here, very even. I'm going to walk this closer to the camera so you get a better visual of that. See the difference? Kind of try and get some angles in there. Look at all the blotching right here, how dark it got. Move this back so you see the whole piece. Over on this side, same color, same stain, everything wiped on the same. You just get a much cleaner appearance. Easy to do, quick, painless. Some guys will do it to every piece of alder, maple, or cherry they make. No matter what, it gets conditioned first. You're done. Conditioner works great too on end grain. You're trying to control that. You know how that absorbs in. Put 2 or 3 coats of the conditioner on there. That really makes the edge roll over nicely, and you don't get that big, dark, powerful edge on there. That is it. EcoSteps conditioner. Easy to use, quick, painless, doesn't mess with your production time. You're ready to go. 15 minutes after applying this, start your staining. Half an hour after the staining, start your clears. Watch for the next videos. We'll get into some of the clears and some other things, as well as this guy right here, the stain intermix system. Lots to talk about on that one. Real proud of that. Thanks. I'm Rick with EcoSteps Coatings again. Talk to you soon. Thank you.